I feel that climate change brings about poverty and also abuses the rights of women. It is a very complex relationship.
So, in your experience in your organization, how have you seen this playing out at the grassroots level and some of the initiatives that are being taken by women for women?
Well, climate change just happened upon us. Our activities at the grassroots level would not cause climate change, but suddenly we witness climate change effects like droughts, prolonged droughts, violent rains, landslides, shortage of fuel wood, things like that. And we question ourselves what has brought about the change in climate. And of course, when such things happen to economies that are fragile, such as ours, there's a lot of poverty. We depend on agriculture, which is rain fed. And if our agriculture is rain fed and there are prolonged droughts, that means the agriculture is going to fail. And as such, we have no economic activity to fall back on. And we suffer a lot of poverty.
So, how do you see women's roles for sustainable development and particularly tackling climate change at the grassroots level, as you were mentioning, subsistence farmers, for example?
I feel women at the grassroots have all the answers, have all the answers and are determined to tackle climate change. If only the developed nations would listen to our voices. For instance, they are pushing upon us adaptation to climate change. For us, we perceive adaptation as a way of saying that we are defeated, climate change has to come. But we are calling upon them to change the development paradigms, to go for the social transformative development paradigm instead of the other profit-driven development paradigm, so that they don't extract resources from the ground, they don't destroy natural resources, forests are left intact, so climate change will be manageable.
So, what are some of the examples of activities that have been going on to tackle mitigation in your experience and in your organization?
We've been planting trees massively for carbon sequestration. We've also been promoting fuel-saving devices, and we are working on promoting alternative renewable energy instead of fossil fuels. Although we don't use it at such large scale, we just use it for lighting, and we just use fossil fuel in form of kerosene for lighting. But we are replacing it gradually with solar energy.
And what do you see now in the negotiation process and in UNFCCC? How do you think the voices from grassroots organizations can be heard in this process and amplified?
Well, our voices have been brought on board by organizations such as WEDO, such as Women in Europe for a Common Future, which two organizations have funded my being here. Because of the nature of the economic paradigms, we could never afford a ticket to be here. So we are here to be witness to what's taking place, and also to be in a position to hold the governments accountable if they do not deliver on the promises they've made here. Again, we are here to give moral support to the negotiators, to affirm that we want gender equality, that we want a draft agreement that does not promote the exploitative nature of the economy, but also we want transformative change, socially transformative change.